I like Terry Bogard. I've always had. But it was only recently where I really started to look into his character and realize how cool he is. I feel like most people probably start to know Terry from Smash Brothers and he was at Ultimate. And I admittedly am sort of like that. Like, I knew Terry existed already. Like, I recognized him. I've seen Fatal Fury before, but it was when he was leaked for that where I started to get more invested and started to dig him more. And yeah, I thought he was cool and pretty and all that. However, more recently, thinking more of the series and also having actually played it and get more invested into it myself, I started to really take more of a sincere and authentic liking to Terry. And, like, throughout the first game, he's just, like, hell-bent on the typical, like, fighting game protagonist thing of, oh, I have to avenge my father, or if you're Kazuya, I have to kill my father. You know, the whole entire having to fight a guy for that sort of cause thing. However, after that is when he really starts to chill out and just has more fun, which is what I really like about his character. Like, he did what he needed to do, and now he's just relaxed and doing what he do, and he tries to share it and encourage it with everybody else, which is what's really cool and likable about him. In Fatal Fury 2, you can really feel this with the dialogue he says whenever he wins a match, and Fatal Fury 2, the whole entire game is just so unexpectedly fucking insane, like, at least in the translation, and it's fantastic, because, like, you'll win a match as Terry, and then he'll be like, wubba wubba, I'm in the pink now, and, like, get that shit, and then, like, on top of that, you can have Terry, like, fighting Andy, who's gonna get a milkshake, and in the background, you can see Terry buying ice cream, like, 3 times in a row, as Terry is also right there beating up his brother, and it's just fucking hilariously insane. And that trend continues even further, where Terry just overall becomes, like, more of, like, a chill and nicer guy who's just, like, looking over for everybody, like some older dude who's, like, done what he wants in life, and now he's just, like, looking out for everybody that's behind him. And by older dude, he's, like, in his 20s and 30s throughout the games, but, you know, it's just, you know. And, like, I feel like a lot of that's, like, highlighted in King of Fighters 13, where he'll face, like, K-Dash's team, and he'll just be like, hey, buddy, you seem kind of depressed, you need to talk about it, and, you know, like, it's not the most, like, genuine, maybe, but, like, he's not being, like, a dickish, sarcastic asshole about it or anything. Like, he just wants K-Dash to cheer up a bit, and then when he faces, like, Hula afterwards, it's the same thing, where he's just like, hey, kiddo, you're always eating sweet things when I see you. You might regret that later in life. And he's just looking out for everybody. And one of his victory quotes is just, it's the King of Fighters, have fun. And even the more obscure 3D titles, this is also highlighted, where, like, he's still saying stuff like that, but then he'll also just, like, seriously comment how, like, he knows that everybody who runs the King of Fighters is corrupt in some sort of way, but he's still gonna put a stop to it anyway. Like, even when there is some sort of, like, big danger, like, he just still wants to, like, be a hero and stop it, and it's just because he's a nice, cool dude, and he wants everybody to relax. Like, even in, the Real Bouts remakes, like, when Geese falls off, he sticks his hand out to catch him, like, in the original, he's all like, Gisu! And it's also a funny, oddly dreamlike scene to see. And yeah, in those games also, he'll face Billy Kane as, like, a rival battle, and in the story, Billy's been gone for a while. He's been living with his sister ever since Geese passed, and he comes back to, like, avenge him after hearing how there's, like, another tournament going on and shit, and he'll confront Terry, and Terry, despite the history, he'll just be like, Billy, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's not worth it. Geese is gone. Just go be with your sister. What about her? And yeah, like, he just has, like, this really nice, like, reflective attitude on it afterwards, and the movies also capture this, like, vibe of him, where he will go out and fucking help some random person who he just met because her brother's going insane and putting on this ancient armor to end the world with, and yada yada. The movies are unironically some of the better, like, video game adaptations you can see for a movie or OVA, and yeah, they capture swipe good most of the time, unfortunately. These aren't official, and, sometimes, unfortunately, people like to use Cherry as, like, some typical, like, stupid woman pervert thing. And, there's that one example, but I guess there was also a mobile game ad where he fucking harassed girls, which is, no. Terry is a good boy. He canonically will not do that. Mobile games suck, and SNK told them to get rid of that stupid shit. They clearly don't know any of the characters when you look at the whole entire fucking ad, are just gross assholes. Okay, that rant aside, the OVAs do overall capture a good job of him, and just look at him in them. Look how handsy this man is. I would gladly kiss him. I mean, these are fucking goals. Just look at this boy. And I would probably also kiss the female Terry too, I will admit it. And I mean, like, even female Terry is just, like, the same thing. It's fucking cool. This isn't like an all-universe version of him or something. This just is Terry Bogard. He turned into a girl because he got turned into one from the dimension that he was pulled into. And, at first he's a bit uncomfortable, but Terry's it on later, and he's just fucking chill about it. And later, towards, like, the supposed end of the game, he's, like, actually more into it and comfortable and even a bit flirtatious about it. And it's like, of course he would. It's fucking Terry. And, like, afterwards, just another casual memory to him, all the other craziness of Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, where he's just like, oh yeah, this reminds me of the time I was a girl once. Like, God, Terry is such a fucking bro. And I guess that basically sums up a quick ramble of why I think this character is really cool and underrated, and fucking people should look more into him outside of just playing him in Smash Brothers or whatever. And heck, even then, though, there's just something about him that's inherently likable. Like, people had no idea who the fuck this guy was, but then, after Smash Bros., everybody just fucking liked him. Like, they didn't know what his whole entire deal was, but they liked him. They thought he was funny and charismatic and charming and appealing. There's just the thing about Terry, there's just something about him that's inherently attractive, and yeah, he's just such a fucking, like, contagiously uplifting, optimistic, upbeat dude. Like, he truly does just want everybody to chill and have fun, and he had this, like, shit experience in his life where his dad got killed in front of him as a kid, but he's just fucking moving on after taking care of that, and now he wants everybody else to have a good time. Like, gotta fucking love that in him. And I remember in particular fucking Finny Feinsauce, who has absolutely no clue what these games are and has no interest in them either. I remember one time he was like, I want to play Smash Brothers again. He's like, I miss Terry. I miss that fucking son of a bitch telling me and asking me if I'm okay and stuff. Like, again, Terry's just awesome. Everybody fucking loves this dude after meeting him. And I haven't played Ultimate myself in over a year now, but when I think about it and sometimes want to return, it's mostly because of Terry. And then maybe oddly to some Min, I didn't even really play Min once or get that excited about her, but I guess it's just because I'm, like, reminiscent nostalgic around the time she came out, and it's for very personal reasons, but I just overall miss late 2019 and all of 2020, and, there was a lot of cool characters coming out for Smash Brothers then, like, between Banjo and Sephiroth, and yes, even you, Byleth, I'll include you, you poor, unfortunate dude who came out at the wrong time. But yeah, that's getting too off topic again. Anyway, that does my video for Terry, so see you next time. Okay!